welcome to the Wild Big Cat Happy Hour. Today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers in this world. I hope you guys had a fantastic day, went and did golfing or whatever you like doing. My dad, unfortunately, he passed about 9 years ago, coming up 9 years ago. So, rest in peace. I still love you. I still miss you every day. It's a hard subject to talk about because all the stuff that happened that day. So, but besides the point, I don't want to talk about that. I wanted to come on here and just spit a little bit with you guys. I'm currently out just taking a drive, man. Sometimes you just need to take a drive in order to feel better and happier, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking a drive, man. I had a headache earlier, took a nap, felt much better after a nap, and there's a biplane doing some flyover stuff. That's pretty cool. I wonder what he's doing. But yeah, I mean, I just I don't know. I had a headache, and so I took a nap. Had a couple crazy dreams during the nap. I ain't gonna share details, but let's just say they were very interesting. But man, they just they make me smile and giggle all at the same time, and I don't know how to react to them. I was involved with it. A couple of friends were involved with it. It's the first time I've had whether it be a crazy dream or not, that's the first time I've actually had a dream in about a year and a half. That was actually like something nice, you know. For the longest time, I had horrible nightmares. Couldn't sleep. I still have an issue with sleeping sometimes. But besides the point, it's a beautiful Sunday. It's 86 degrees outside, and if you know the Midwest, it's humid. So yeah, it's 86 degrees, but it's humid outside, which is never any fun. And but I wanted to say that I lost another 4 pounds last week. Just staying on top of doing my diet and my walking. I probably should start doing more videos with me walking, or at least out, doing some biking or something with you guys, so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special. For quite a while, I was beating myself up over being a dummy, and my friends remind me that every day, and I thank you for it. But I'm much wiser now, and I'm not doing anything stupid, so you guys can stop with the harassment about that shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What else to talk about? Did some work on my friend's truck. Put some running boards on it. Of course, I wound up breaking a bolt. Good job. He-Man strength. What can I say? That was pretty fun. They did a lift or a leveling kit on it yesterday. I didn't go over there. I was over helping another friend do trying to get some rims clean so he can repaint them and sell them. Try and do a little bit more of that every couple of days or something. It's just it's hard getting off at 5 o'clock and then driving an hour to go to his shop to help him. And then he's got a different type of bead blast machine, or sandblast machine. And for some reason I cannot get it to work right. But he did say it's a little bit broken, so I don't know if it's all my fault or if it's whichever. I tried to get it, tried to do as good as I could. I'll get better at it. It's been a few years since I've used a sandblast machine, so I will get better at it, and then I can get wheels knocked out a little bit faster for them. But the part that sucks is the one that I used to use is a recirculating system, so it would constantly refeed the sandblast stuff through the blaster. I didn't have to go in manually, pull all the media out and redo everything. It was all done in the container, so that's what took me the longest. I try and get it set properly, and then it wouldn't spray properly, and then it would blast all the media out. And then finally, when I did get it set right the one time, I did get the wheel done. But then I went to go put another wheel in, and I seen one spot that I needed to get still. I went to go do it, and yeah, the blaster didn't like me that time. So that was kind of distracting that I had it once and then I couldn't get it again. But hopefully I can go back over there and I can show him what I did, and hopefully he's critiques me so I can get it get it set perfect, so every time I go to blast a wheel, I'm not redoing all the media multiple times. I'm only doing it once or twice, because that took the longest part, because you got to pull the media out, you got to shiv it or sift it, and then you got to put it back in the machine, and then you got to repressurize the machine. That's a lot of time and a lot of work. So I'd like to try and get it to the point where I can get it done and get one wheel done in less than an hour instead of 3 hours. So that way I could spend a little bit less time there and get more product done. And he said he's going to try and upgrade his machine, which would be cool. If he could get a nice one where it recirculates itself, and then every 4 or 5 wheels you got to change the media or whatever, that would be cool. They're expensive. Those sandblast machines are really expensive though. So, but just trying to do what we can with what we got. So but I look forward to helping him more and doing that more. I fixed the chainsaw over the week. I was going to do a video on it, but it's hard to video doing small, meticulous things like that on such a small machine. So unfortunately didn't videotape any of that, but put a new carb on it, changed a couple fuel lines, adjusted the carb a little bit so it idled really good, and then it would get into full RPM all the way. Starts right up on like the third pull, which was unexpected. Usually after replacing the carb and stuff, and then give it one start, and then you got to adjust the carb a little bit. Usually it takes a few times, but it fired right up, and very little adjustments on the carburetor, which was awesome. And then I was looking at a few things that I'm gonna probably start trying. I've always been a person to like fix stuff and not necessarily keep it, but that's not gonna help, is it? Oh, there you go. That's a little bit better, so you guys can actually see my face. It's right at that time of the day where the sun's starting to go down, so but I want to probably try and buy like people's broken equipment, fix it, turn around and sell it. Try and make a good business out of doing that. And then I've always done mechanic work, but like this year has been really slow. Last year I did a ton, but this year I haven't really done much as far as mechanic stuff. Just a few little things here and there. I helped my buddy put a tune on his car. He had bought a Cobb access port. I did a couple of those a while ago. They're pretty much just plug and play. You push a couple buttons and just do what the screen says. That was pretty fun. Took about 20 minutes to do. Did that on Friday night. What else? Not much else. I mean, what else can you do right now in this time? You got coronavirus, you got quarantine, you got presidential election coming up, which everyone fucking talks about. Oh, how this guy's this guy's that. They're all pieces of shit. End of story. And that's my opinion. I don't care what you guys think. We don't elect the president. The fucking 1% elects the president. And that's the way it is. Your vote matters for popularity, and even the popular person doesn't win the fucking election, as we saw the last time. Because who had the popular vote? Hillary Clinton. Who became president? Donald Trump. So, yeah. Tells you who wins. And nothing against the Clintons or anything like that, but we don't need to repeat Monica Lewinsky in the office. So, but yeah, I mean, I figure this video is gonna probably be a little bit longer than normal. So, but yeah, I mean, the gym's not open up yet, so I can't go back to the gym and start working out harder. So I just got to keep walking, keep doing what I've been doing. And then I'm trying to get down to, I want to be to like 380 or so by my birthday, so we got about a week. So I got to lose about 10 pounds, which is going to be difficult. But it is what it is. And then Nice job turning your turn signal on right at the entrance. People that don't know how to drive. Ridiculous. Got about 10 days till my birthday. So, another wonderful day in my illustrious life. I'm glad I've made it this far. I've done a lot of stupid things over the years, so it's kind of a blessing to still be here. Thank God every day for it. So, I've been real lazy today. I haven't done much of anything. I've sat at home pretty much all day. Said I was gonna go cut the grass. Still haven't even done that. Still got about an hour or two I could go cut it, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I don't really feel like. We'll see. But I was also I've been doing, this for a while. I've been like looking at houses and trying to create a dream board. And I have tons of pictures on my phone of what I want, and trying to get to that point so I could create that. But it's some days is very difficult to even look at some of those pictures. You're like, you know where you are and where you should be and what you have to do to get there, and I don't. It's not that I don't want to put in the work for it. It's the fact that, I'm a single male. I spend my money stupidly, mostly on car stuff. I've had 1, 2, 3. I've had 4 cars that I've put, let's just say, a really great down payment on, like a $400,000 or $500,000 house. I've spent stupid money on cars over the years, and that's my fault. But I've been saving more money recently. Not that I have a ton put away, but I am trying to have enough money saved up to where I can start looking at something that's decent, not anything crazy, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna wait until probably after all this stuff is gone by the wayside and start looking like next year, so that way I have a decent down payment, and I can do what I want to the place right away instead of having to wait. Because that's the one part that I don't want to have to borrow money from anyone or anything like that. We as a human society, we spend money on frivolous things that sometimes we don't need, and it happens. But I've been pretty wise about my money recently. I only have I have 2 credit cards, and I have 7 open accounts, but I only have 2 credit cards because I open the accounts and I just cut the card up right away when I get it, activate it and cut it up, so that way it's just an open line of credit, right? Well, I probably opened up a couple too many in a short amount of time, so that's another thing that I'm trying to fix on my credit scores is the hard inquiries. 2 of them should fall off in the next month, so, which is good. And then one of them won't fall off until the beginning of next year, which is okay. That's not a big deal. But if you're trying to buy a house and stuff, they look at everything, and car payment or car loans and stuff like that. They look at it, and they some of them don't like it, some of them don't care. But I'm hopefully going to be able to have the truck paid off, or at least half of the loan paid off before the end of this year. So I got about 6 months. I should be able to pay off about 10 grand on the truck. And then I don't have to worry about that as much. I've been doing $1,000 payments on it a month, so to put some more money in my savings account. But I figure, if I want to get my own place and not have to deal with, with anything, and I can just be by myself. I figure I just have to pay a little bit more, and hopefully, an extra $500 on my car payment, which doesn't sound like a lot, but $500 times 6 months, that's another $3 grand paid off in the truck on top of what I've already been paying. So that'll help a lot. Then I would only owe like 16 or so on the truck, and then I was gonna look at possibly refinancing it to lower the payment even more, so that way when I do pay more, it's even more off of the principal and less in interest and stuff. But then they extend the loan out that much further, and I don't want to extend the loan any further than it already is. It was already 72 months, and I don't feel like paying for a truck for 6 years. I'd rather get it paid off, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. Besides, this is probably going to be the last vehicle I buy for a little bit of time, unless once I buy a house, so that way I, have somewhere to live, and then maybe after buying the house and fixing that up and doing whatever I have to do to that, maybe only then would I think about maybe buying a race car or something again. But I'm trying to stay on top of my shit. I'm trying to get it all a little bit more squared away. So, well, just want to say thank you for your time and coming and saying hi and watching the videos. I do appreciate it. I know I'm a big dumb idiot and I look like a silly fool on this camera, but it's nice to be able to talk and typically not be judged, but this whole world is based on judgment, so that's is what it is. So for now, this is the Wild Big Cat. I'm signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Happy Father's Day again. To all those amazing fathers, I hope you had a fantastic day, did whatever fun stuff you love doing. If it was me, my dad would be sitting in the passenger seat and we'd be going for a ride. But it would probably actually be him and my mom going for a ride. That was something that they loved doing. I love taking my mom for rides. Just driving to get out of the house, get away from reality for a little while. But still, thank you guys. Have a fantastic day. Love you. Bye.